Good morning. Thanks for joining us. OpenAI is launching a ChatGPT tool for teachers and a guide for them to integrate artificial intelligence into classrooms.
That's right. Professor of Advanced Media in Residence at the Newhouse School of Public Communications, Shelly Palmer, is here to outline some of the pros and cons. Shelly, people tuning in right now might be a little confused. So now we're saying that some teachers may actually use AI in the classrooms, which is a little bit of a different tone than what we've heard over the last couple months.
Well, I think it's inevitable that teachers are going to use conversational AI like ChatGPT. And so our friends at OpenAI have made some guidelines that help teachers create quizzes, keep things at grade level, help with multilingual students, or help brainstorm, put things at the correct grade level. And if the teachers are going to use the tool, they might as well learn to use it correctly.
Well, Shelly, talk about the importance and also the fears of integrating AI into the classroom.
I think everyone's afraid of this the way they were afraid of Google way long ago when search engines were just starting. If you remember, teachers did not want students using Google. They wanted students to go to the library and take out a book and do the research the old-fashioned way. But you know what? Google was inevitable, and there was no chance that search engines were going away. There is no chance that conversational AI is going away. It's going to be here forever. So it's, I think, really important for both students and teachers to figure out how to use it. We certainly figured out how to use Google with school. We're going to figure out how to use AI with school as well.
And how do you think some of these teachers might use it? I mean, is it something as simple as, hey, I've been teaching the same lesson for the last 10 years. I want to make a little twist on it, give me a different type of quiz. I mean, is it something as simple as that?
Well, you could be as simple as that. I tell you what, I have an AI policy in my class at the Newhouse School where we just say, look, you can use it any way you want, but you have to identify and cite that you and AI created it together. For a teacher, you can use it to create a syllabus to help you check your syllabus. You can use it to keep things at grade level. It's a particularly good tool to go back and forth. It doesn't make sense for some people because it makes you think it's a person where it's not a person, but going back and forth, meaning debating with ChatGPT about a specific lesson plan or to check to see whether something is really grade level appropriate. It's a word calculator, and it's read an awful lot of lesson plans. So ChatGPT is particularly good at checking academic work, not good necessarily at making it up without your understanding what you're trying to do. But if you are a subject matter expert like a teacher, teachers should be able to use ChatGPT incredibly well, and it's going to help save time and maybe even make their lesson plans a little bit better.
Well, that brings me to my next question, Shelly, because we know that credibility has been an issue with some of the AI programs. So discuss that. Are teachers going to have to fact check everything that comes out of ChatGPT?
I will say this every time somebody asks me, Tashanea, you must bring all your knowledge to ChatGPT for you to get anything of value out of it. If you're not a subject matter expert, then you are going to be very rudely and unhappily surprised. It doesn't do your work for you. It helps you do your work. This is a coworker. It is not a replacement. And so you just have to bring knowledge to this tool. And if you do, it's awesome. So great teachers will become greater, bad teachers will become better, but fake teachers will become faker, if that's a word. You just can't rely on ChatGPT. It's a helper. It is not a replacement.
Interesting.
And exposed.
And also, you know, sometimes you hear the reports or you see some of the policies about some of the universities that have banned it altogether. I mean, are there tools also that professors and teachers can use to see if students are just making up a whole lesson or a whole essay with a ChatGPT? I mean, there's ways that they can use tools to check to see if AI actually created the term paper or something like that?
There are lots of plagiarism checkers out there. There are a few checkers for AI, but truthfully, if you know your students, like my students, when they write essays, they write how they speak, they write in a certain way. It's very hard for them to fake it after they've written. So if you have students write a couple of essays in class, you'll never mistake a ChatGPT written essay for a student written essay. It's impossible if you're a good teacher. Again, what you bring to the class is what you get out of it. And being a good teacher means helping them learn all the tools they're going to need for life. And people are going to need to learn to use this as well or better than they use Google or any other computer tool.
I feel like we got a little extra time with Shelly today. This was a very fascinating conversation. Thank you very much, Shelly Palmer.
It's always
Happy back to school year.